The Bugatti Veyron, the world's fastest super sports car. Having a W16 64-valve 16-cylinder positioned in W shape. Crunches out a power of 1001 bhp and 1250 Nm of torque with a top speed of 408.47 km per hour. Let's look deep into the world's fastest production car. The Bugatti Veyron. It consists of extremely sturdy yet feather negation light carbon fiber. The center of the frame structure is formed by the carbon fiber passenger cell, which is built in exactly the same way as the survival cage of a Formula One racer, as a monocoque construction weighing roughly 110 kilos. The rear section of the monocoque is designed with a hollow space to hold the 98-liter saddle fuel tank which surrounds the transmission and which is separated from the passenger area. The tank area forms part of the monocoque. The front section of the Bugatti Veyron 16.4 is firmly attached to the monocoque front and consists of an aluminium frame structure weighing only 34 kilos, which performs two essential tasks. It holds the front section vehicle components, which include the front axle differential, radiator package, steering system and battery, and it absorbs the wheel force. In addition to this, the front section of the car is designed as a crash structure which deforms in a defined manner in the event of an accident, thereby absorbing kinetic energy. Mounted to the rear section of the monocoque are so-called bags, which serve as top longitudinal supports and which also accommodate the McPherson struts of the rear axle. These longitudinal supports are also made of carbon fiber to make them torsionally rigid and lightweight. A carbon fiber crossbeam screwed onto the two longitudinal supports forms the rear edge of a frame structure. The steel frame mounted beneath it as a structural element accommodates the 16-cylinder engine. Because of the considerable heat given off by the engine and, in particular, the turbocharger, which operates with exhaust gas with a temperature of up to 1.000 degrees Celsius, this frame structure is made of rust-free, heat-resistant stainless steel. The rear periphery of the frame structure consists of aluminium components designed to form a so-called crash box. They deform in a precisely calculated manner in the event of a rear collision in order to absorb as much impact energy as possible. The doors of the Bugatti Veyron 16.4 consist of an aluminium structure with aluminium planking on the outside, which has an integrated impact absorption system, which helps prevent another vehicle from penetrating into the interior in the event of a side-on crash. Its special position makes it possible to deflect impact energy via front link points and so-called crash claws in the area behind the door locks. In this way, the doors also perform bracing functions as part of the entire vehicle safety structure. The Veyron features an 8.0-liter, quad-turbocharged, W16-cylinder engine, equivalent to two narrow-angle V8 engines bolted together. Each cylinder has 4 valves for a total of 64, but the configuration of each bank allows 2 overhead camshafts to drive 2 banks of cylinders, so only 4 camshafts are needed. The engine is fed by 4 turbochargers and displaces 7,993 cc. The transmission is a dual-clutch direct-shift computer-controlled automatic transmission having 7 gear ratios, with magnesium paddles behind the steering wheel and a shift time of less than 150 milliseconds, built by Ricardo of England rather than BorgWarner, who designed the 6-speed DSG used in the mainstream Volkswagen Group marques. The Veyron can be driven in either semi-automatic or fully automatic mode. It also has permanent all-wheel drive using the Haldex traction system. It uses special Michelin Pax Run flat tires, designed specifically to accommodate the Veyron's top speed. The car's wheelbase is 2,710 mm, overall length is 4,462 mm, which gives 752.6 mm of overhang. The width is 1,998 mm and height 1,204 mm. The Bugatti Veyron has a total of 10 radiators. 3 heat exchangers for the air-to-liquid intercoolers, 3 engine radiators, 1 for the air conditioning system, 1 transmission oil radiator, 1 differential oil radiator and 1 for engine oil radiator. The Veyron's brakes use cross-drilled, radially vented carbon fiber reinforced silicon carbide composite discs, manufactured by SGL Carbon, which have less brake fade and weigh less than standard cast iron discs. The lighter-weight aluminum alloy monoblock brake calipers are made by AP Racing. The front have 8 titanium pistons and the rear calipers have 6 pistons. Bugatti claims maximum deceleration of 1.3 grams on road tires. As an added safety feature, in the event of brake failure, an anti-lock braking system, ABS, has also been installed on the handbrake. At speeds above 200 km per hour, the rear wing also acts as an air brake, snapping to a 55 degrees angle in 0.4 seconds once brakes are applied, providing an additional 0.68 grams of deceleration, equivalent to the stopping power of an ordinary hatchback. Bugatti claims the Veyron will brake from 400 km per hour to a standstill in less than 10 seconds, though distance covered in this time will be half a kilometer, third of a mile. Big cubic capacity needs much air to churn out the power. The Veyron, at its top speed, sucks almost 47,000 liters of air per minute. Bugatti Veyron has an excellent top speed. The very first thing that faces the speed is the front of the supercar, which is the traditional horseshoe grille. This grille is also responsible for cooling down the front disc brake system, another responsibility added. The Bugatti Veyron is powered by a W16. 64 valves quad turbocharged petrol engine which needs proper cooling management. No doubt, Bugatti has done their best job. Here, they implemented 3 handmade radiator which is responsible for the inflow of 50 liters of coolant. It takes 15 hours to make a single radiator of Veyron handmade. Bugatti Motors believes in beyond ordinary. They find precision in hand, not in machines, and since they are not into mass production, they make everything with hands, whether it's engine, paint job, or anything. A dedicated person is assigned to make radiators, and this process includes welding, polishing, and testing, all with hands. At full speed, Bugatti Veyron tires can stay up to 15 minutes only. Now, you have heard much about Veyron's engineering and performance, so no doubts about the capability, right? World's one the best tire manufacturer Michelin and Bugatti developed this first ever hyper-performance tires which are capable to run at insane speeds, but we know everything has a limit and particular range, so does with Michelin tires. Bugatti conducted several tests and found that these tires would not be to stand after a continuous drive of 15 minutes with full speed. The fuel tank capacity of Bugatti Veyron is 100 liters/26.4 gallon. Frankly, fuel efficiency is not a point of concern here. Thanks to its massive 100 liter/26.4 gallon tank, you can drive it on highways or take a ride in the city. At full speed, Veyron can drain the fuel tank in 12 minutes. Well, thanks to its W16 petrol engine that intakes massive air volume to brake petrol and pops 1001 horsepower of power. Bugatti Veyron is bolted on just 14 titanium bolts. It seems impossible, but Bugatti knows how to make impossible things possible. Bugatti Veyron's frame is divided into 3 major segments. The front compartment, which is the trunk. The middle compartment, which holds the passengers and interiors. Last is the engine and transmission compartment. These 3 compartments held together with 14 titanium bolts. Thank you for watching the video. Please do subscribe, like and hit the bell icon for more videos. Support and keep watching videos on Turbo Kicks.